Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Christmas in July, a Paper Crafters YouTube hop. So it's anything Christmas that you wanted to do, any kind of paper crafting. So there might be a variety. I am going to do a layout, and I'm going to use this picture right here. This is warm and cozy 6x6 pad. Those are bow dies, and I'm pointing out the that I plan on using, but I end up only using one, and the Tim Holtz Festive Holiday, Festive Greenery, that's it. And I'm showing there the paper I use for the memory box letters and the diamond press letters. I did a lot of fussy cutting and die cutting in advance, and this is the little lumberjack chipboard for Christmas, and these papers are from the regular lumberjack. I only had the chipboard, it came in a warehouse box, so I am just using the regular lumberjack with it, and then the warm and cozy 6x6 pad. The what words with letters on there, I think they're from another Echo Park collection with letters, I mean words on there. And it was a scrap, and I'm using it there as part of my photo matting. I am adding uh, cardstock to the back of that. I think I put 4 pieces because I plan on putting this twine around it, and I knew it was going to leave it unbalanced, and the foam tape was a little too thick. So to even it out, I just used chipboard instead. And I went around that 3 times with my twine. This twine is thicker than some twines, and I've had it a long time. I got it on a peachy cheap deal on Black Friday once. Love, love, love that deal. It was like 6 rolls of twine, and this was many years ago, like maybe 2012, maybe. And I still have plenty. And I have shared. I put an extra adhesive on there since that is kind of on the heavy side by the time I got done. And I forgot to put my photo on, and I thought, well, I think it'd be easier to put it on there without the whole layout there. So I went ahead and put it on at the side. Now, logically, I figured since that's a 6x6 paper pad, and I used a 6x6 wood grain snowflake thing as a background, it'd come out fairly even, I mean, meet each other there. It don't. For some reason, the one with the that I fussy cut out from the 6x6 paper pad is a wee bit shorter than 6, or the snowflake is one, because there is like a little tiny gap on each side. But I go ahead and put my tree rings up a little higher than I intended to cover that area. I could have moved the photo over a little bit, well, matting for the photo, and just on one side that way, but I didn't think of it. And it would have been uneven anyway, so I guess it's a good thing that I went ahead and done it the way I did. I am putting the smaller rings on foam tape to give it some dimension, and then I'm going to add some greenery to it. And the tree rings are the back of that red and black plaid paper. I really had a hard time going in and putting that red and black paper on there because I really wanted to keep the tree rings in case I wanted to scrap them again. But I liked it a lot, and I thought it'd go great with my photo. Now, my photo is of my daughter, and she loves baking anything. She's always adding it to recipes and seeing how it tastes. And of course, she's ate bacon ice cream and everything else, and posts on Facebook baking stuff. Not near as much as she used to, because when Christmas time came, this is all in one day. Here she got a bunch of baking gifts instead of anything else, which she was thrilled with because she likes bacon. But she was saying, man, I didn't get anything else. And I said, well, you shouldn't tell everybody that you love bacon over and over again, almost on a daily basis. So she kind of toned down a little bit on it, but she still loves bacon. She thinks a sprinkle of it on top of anything just really makes that recipe's finishing touch. And if you can see, there's some aluminum foil on her lap, and that's a tray of those um, Well, they're Smokies wrapped in bacon, and they have brown sugar and stuff. Ah, those things are awesome. And somebody had made her a tray of them. So she got some really good bacon things. Um, I am just adding greenery all around here. I'm using those Tim Holtz dyes, the festive greenery. And then I have see that punch over to the right hand side up there on the top, EK Success. I am cutting, those were already punched out, so I forgot to show it to you. But they were in my tray over there of Christmas stuff. And I am cutting it apart and just kind of sticking little pieces here and there to add to my festive greenery here. I'm going to put a cluster at the top and the bottom too, and I forgot about the die. I was going to show the die for that little viewfinder, and it's Echo Park viewfinder, and it was already cut out. And when I pulled the camera out, it was in the same container as the camera, and the camera I believe might be maybe Chamel, maybe. I cut them all apart, so all I have to do is grab one here and there. And this one went the best, I thought, with my layout, and still not be the exact same color so it'd show up better. It was more the colors of the title. And the title is that paper that had snow coming down, and it was kind of like an ombre. It got darker and darker as it went down. So I made sure when I cut them out, I did the same. So the lighter ones are at the top, and it just gets darker as it goes down. Oh, and I gotta tell y'all this. See all those gifts Fussy cut out over in that tray and the ones I have right there? I am going to put a few back. I had them all cut out, planning on putting them across underneath the photo and have some of them, kind of stacked behind the others, and some on foam tape. Well, when I was doing that one cluster, I thought maybe I ought to put my title down. It's kind of big. I got to make sure I have room for it. And I was just planning on putting it on the plaid. Well, when I went to put it down, as my hand went across the photo matting thing, I thought, oh, that would look pretty good to leave the two, because it's going to fit, the two first lines and then put the others down below it. So that's what I did. And it was not until I was done with it and went back to doing the cluster and happened to see the gifts over there in the tray, my plan. So I only ended up with 3 gifts on the layout, but I wanted some because, the fact that these were all gifts of bacon. But I think besides splatters, that this is the last cluster I'm going to do, the last thing I'm going to do besides the splatters. So while I am doing that, I want to mention that down there below, you'll find the links to everybody else that are doing the hop this month. Lots of Christmas in July ideas. And since it is Paper Crafters, it can be a layout or something else they've created with paper. So yeah, lots of choices could be down there in the bottom and lots of ideas. Let's see where I'm at. Well, I haven't got that cluster done yet, not quite. I did cut my little banner apart so that I could make it longer because I wanted it to come down below the heart. And I had planned on putting 3 hearts on here, but I really couldn't figure out where I wanted the other heart unless I tucked it in with the presents. And I may still do that, but at this time I thought, well, 2 will work. So I ended up with 2 in my layout. I'm adding some chipboard little circles that have snowflakes on them of assorted color backgrounds. And I forgot about that. Sorry. And that little chipboard thing there, I planned on using that. That was the first thing I planned on using out of the chipboard. But in the end, I decided not to use it after all. And I am sprinkling Heidi Swap Gold on my layout. I had a hard time deciding between the white and the gold, even the white and gold mixed. And I finally settled on the gold because I thought, well, I really want to use the gold. And yeah, I used it. But That's it. That's my layout. And I had a lot of fun doing it and getting this photo scrapped. I've had it printed out like forever, maybe it was probably 2 years ago or three, but I've got it scrapped now. And there's the three gifts that actually made it onto the layout. And there's my bottom cluster. And I did manage to get two of the chipboard on here besides the circle ones. And this one's Merry and Bright, and then the other one just says December. And there's my ombre snowflake title. And I really liked that. I thought, oh, I'm so glad I thought of that. I'm going to love that on the layout. And there's my, oh, and I did put the berries in advance on the branches because I knew it'd take a while. There's a lot of berries on there, but I wanted the red to mingle in between the greenery on here. And there's my mountainside that I fussy cut out and my twine. I thought about doing a bow and decided that, this twine is a little thicker and it's harder to make a bow. So I decided I'd just do without. And there's my top cluster with the December. But if you all leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. If you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. But have a happy scrappy week. Have fun on the hop. Bye.